Hello, good evening, good afternoon, Bula and Nwaya. Welcome here. This is Maper coming to you live from the comfort of my home. And today is one of those special days of the week. And it is Gratitude Wednesday. Not only that, it is a day that our business community, we usually learn from, we call it our mastermind session, millionaires mastermind, because it helps us with our mindset, our to grow in our business and keeping us focused, and keep us growing in our business. And so because it starts at a time when I'm still at work, I usually just hop on in and join in the rest of the session. But um, this is the session that every business person is encouraged to attend, because there are a lot of golden nuggets that we get from here from successful business owners, and it helps us grow. It helps us, look into our journey and see what works for us, and how we can improve it. But here's the thing: today is also Gratitude Wednesday. It's a midweek check for our gratitude, for your gratitude. So that's why I'm here, and I hope you're here um, for yourself, in your growth journey, and that whatever I have for us today will encourage you. And so this is just a gratitude check, because it's a midweek, for those of us that work Mondays to Fridays, it's the midweek. So, we need to remember and, be grateful for whatever journey you're in. It's a midweek, it gets us going, it keeps us grateful in our journey. And that I have noticed, and I have, embraced it in my life, especially. And so, sometimes we get we get so caught up in the busyness of life, and especially like work, responsibilities, plans, that that we forget to pause. We forget to pause and count our blessings, right? And so tonight I just want to slow down, and reflect on what truly fills my heart, and that is family, faith, and the little everyday moments that make life so rich. And that brings me to our the our title for go live today, and that is three things: family, about family, faith, and freedom. And I hope that you will stay till the end of this go live, because I have some great things to share here. Just being grateful. God has been so faithful that I cannot go past a day to and not be grateful. Little things, big things, small growth, big accomplishments. I have learned to be grateful in everything. And so thank you for being here. I welcome you here. Do put a thumbs up if you are here for growth or just being grateful in your journey. And so welcome once again. I am originally from Fiji. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm originally from Fiji, living here in Fairbanks, Alaska, and I'm a registered nurse, still working full time. And this Go Live is part of my business. It is just part of it. There's so much more into the business, but I have learned to love. This is my new passion in showing up here, and just sharing with you the things that I value, my journey, my story, that I hope is adding value to your journey as well, or to adding value to your journey. And so firstly, I'd like to talk about, to really share about gratitude in family life, because that is, the foundation in everyone's journey. Family is always. So I'm just thankful for my family, near and far, for my husband who has walked beside me through every season, for my children who continue to make me proud, and for my beautiful grandchildren Aren't they a joy? If you're a grandparent here, I'm sure you can resonate with what I'm saying, that, our grandchildren, they are a joy in our eyes. And so they remind me to laugh. They remind me to play and enjoy the simple joys of life. Um, I used to have my grandson here with us, but now we are empty nesters, and it was always a joy to have them around. But the great thing about life now is the internet, um, the uh, the the digital life right now is that you can always connect through FaceTime and all that. And so also family keeps me grounded. They remind us of our why we work so hard, why we pray, why we build dreams that that go beyond ourselves. And every smile, every shared meal, every FaceTime call, it all adds up to a life that's full. Not because it's perfect. I can't say that I was a perfect parent, or I'm perfect. I'm still in that journey, growing spiritually, personally, um, and even in this business. And so, but because it's being, because it's grateful, because of having to be grateful for the little things in life, uh, that really changes one's mind or perspective in looking into life in itself. And that is why the three things that I will talk about, and that was, a little bit about family. And the next part is about gratitude in faith. That has been the biggest foundation in my journey in life. Faith has been my anchor through it all. It's faith that gives me peace when I feel so uncertain, and strength when the road gets really tough. And that has really kept me grounded, has really given me the courage to stay firm and stay grounded. Gratitude really deepens our faith, and I can attest to that, because the more we thank God for for what we have, the more we thank God for what even the challenges that we have. It's always good to embrace it, because it really um, helps us become stronger. It helps us to be more resilient. It helps us to to learn from it and grow. And so what I can say is that I thank God for that I could trust in Him through those challenging moments, that I can trust in Him for what's coming. Even if I don't know, even if I can't don't see it, but I believe and I have that faith that great things are ahead, or my best life is ahead. And that's a nice quote that I'd like to share today. And so every morning I remind myself, this is the thing, I remind myself, I thank God for today. That is my quiet time. And for the breath of life, for family, and for the purpose, the purpose that He has for me. Um, and somehow, that small prayer really changes the tone of my whole day, because, when you start the day by being grateful, it really sets you up for the day. Just having that joy in your heart to know that, in everything to be grateful for. And so that is how I have been able to see through the day, just starting it with gratitude. And the last or the third point that I'd like to share today is gratitude in business, because this is my business Go Live. And of course, I like to share it because that is the whole reason, the whole point of my Go Live is to let you know that, I'm just grateful for this business, for how it has blessed me. It's only a year and 4 months going, but I have learned so much, that so many things that I never knew I could do, so many things that I never knew was there in the online space, that the different platforms that I can use. I mean, before I used to think, oh, this platform, say TikTok, is only meant for the younger generation. Um, YouTube is only meant for entertainers, but business is in it. And I realize now that when I used to scroll before I was even, here active and having a business online, that how the ads would pop up, those things I never knew how it happened. But now, as a digital business owner, I have learned to understand how how we create those ads and how we are able to reach out globally and connect with people that I never knew I could connect to here in the online space. With 260,000 of us in this digital business, it is amazing that this has been working for years. Um, and and I have learned to to embrace that I can use the digital space like what I am today to highlight my business, to market it, but at the same time, sharing my story and hopefully adding value into your journey as well. um, and 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 I hope that this is something that you can do. Not always in this business, like you may think that doing this go live is the only way to run the business, but there are so many strategies that you can use. And all you have to do is learn it and make it your own. And so it's not just about income, it's not just about earning online, it's about impact. It's about building a life where faith and freedom walk hand in hand. And that I have learned to understand that yes, I can earn online with integrity. That is the word that I like to share here, because there's so many there's so much going on in the online space that people get scammed because they wanted overnight get rich money, or they wanted overnight get rich uh, yes income. But that is not how this business runs. Um, and so because of this opportunity, I have met mentors from all walks of life, mentors who inspire me, business partners who have become family. And I've gained flexibility that lets me be present for the people and the moments that truly matter. And that is what majority of us, and the reasons, our whys, our big whys, we started this business. Um, because of the time freedom. A lot of times we spend so much time building someone else's legacy, giving all our time at work, and but but that precious time could be spent at home, could be spent with family, and saying yes to the things that that they need, the things that they want, and be earning as well, flexibly, with flexibility, and being portable, because then you can travel and take it wherever you go. Just like me, I'm still in my work uniform, because, like I said, every Wednesday it's gonna be coming home and just finishing off, like trying to learn as much as I can from our business session. And that is why I'm still in my work clothes. But that is the amazing thing about it. No, you just enjoy the journey and knowing that it is working for you and it will continue to work. This is something that you can keep doing it until you can't, and then you pass it on to your children, your grandchildren, um, to continue with the business, because it keeps growing. It's not going to stop. It's not going to like there'll be slow days, but it depends on you. The time, the effort that you put in it is how your business will grow. And so, because it is a affiliate marketing, just sharing the business model and not having to sell anything. I don't know if I could do that, to sell a product, to promote a product that is not my nature. And but this is something that I knew I could do. And so because of this opportunity, like I said, I've met so many mentors and people that I have met um, who are just having that positive mindset, the growth mindset, the energy of growth, the energy of just sharing and being generous about knowledge is one great thing. And I have met a lot of Christians here in the online space, and we do have a group of Christians, some missionaries as well, and different. You'll be amazed, if you decide to take a look at the business that I'm in. And this is the thing, my yes has brought growth, confidence, and the joy of seeing others win too. Because this is a business where we don't compete with each other. We help each other grow. We encourage each other, celebrate with each other, celebrate each other's wins. Like today as well, there are business partners that have been celebrated today with their growth, their next milestone, and those that have accomplished that biggest milestone where even if they don't do anything, they are earning fixed income. And that is where I want to be. And it is my prayer that, as the business grows, that as I help more people do the same, it becomes rewarding, knowing that that people are helped as well. There's so much changes in the work life right now. Jobs are not, guaranteed always, because you can have a good earning salary one day and the next day you are laid off. And that is how it has been, for years. And so many in the business have encountered that. I'm just thankful that I have not um, been in that place, but I am thankful that I have found something that is building my retirement fund. Um, and being able to say yes to a lot of things. Um, and so um, in before I close, as you go through the rest of this week, it is Wednesday, midweek. I encourage you to pause and ask yourself, what am I grateful for today? Ask yourself that, what am I grateful for today? And tag someone. I'm sure there is someone in our lives that that you are thankful for. Tag that person, whether it's a spouse, a parent, a friend, or a business partner, whoever it may be, who's made a difference in your life. Tag that person and share this with them, and let them know that that you are grateful for their journey. And for myself, I'm grateful to a lot of people. I'm grateful for for the journey that has led me this far. The struggles, in life, it has made me stronger, become resilient, and taken and has helped me take this bold step. And I know that I wouldn't have done it, that I wouldn't have accomplished this on my own, with the support of my wonderful and amazing husband, as well as family and the business partners that really, have become family, like I mentioned earlier. And so if you're watching this and you've been thinking about taking that next step, maybe in faith, maybe in business, remember this: your one yes can bless not just you, but your generations to come. Keep your heart, grateful, and your vision grounded in faith, because, in life, just being grateful is one great thing to have and to know, because then it makes your day so, um, it lightens your day when you start it with gratitude. And while I'm at that, before I end my go live today, tomorrow is a special day in the business for me. That is growth in my business. And like every week, we have on Tuesdays and Thursdays, there is a free webinar. You don't have to pay anything. All you have to do is go to a website, like mine is here in white, where I'm pointing here. It's in white under my name, www.maylive8.com. You can also find it in my profile. You can sign in with your name and your email. There is a section where you sign in your name and your email, and then you'll have access to that free webinar. So I will not be doing this go live, but I will be in that webinar. So a lot of us who have signed up to be in the webinar, just to be an inspiration, just like what I'm doing today, it will be the same, but it's a webinar, and there's like about 6 of us, and we will all be sharing our stories. So if you want to watch that webinar, go to my link, my website, put in your name and your email, and then you will receive emails or an email that will welcome you and congratulate you for being here. And then at the bottom, you'll have access to that free webinar. And then you can make that decision for yourself after you watch it. So I'm excited to be in that webinar with other business partners. And yeah, it is part of a growth journey. That's another step in my business, that I join others in the business to share our stories. Yeah. And so thank you again for being here. I hope that you have gained something out of this Go Live, and stay grateful, be blessed, and have a wonderful, blessed rest of your day, evening, whatever time zone you're watching me from. And I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, in that webinar. Vinaka, Foyexia, and God bless.